I am Otakuru, and today we're going to be checking out the Honkai Star Rail version 3.3 special program. We watched this live streaming on YouTube as well, so if you're ever inclined to check out some of my live streams where I play Honkai Star Rail, Zenless Zone Zero, among many other anime-style and JRPG-style games, you can check me out at this YouTube channel, and occasionally on Twitch. Same handle, Otakuru, and links are in the description. But for now, let's get started right into the video. This program's sponsored, huh?
Dun, 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 dun.
Huh?
Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
I'm here too, Cassie. It's so great to see you.
Hello, you two! I almost thought we couldn't reach Miss Castris. How are things going over there?
It's a bit dark here, Mr. Albert. But there's no need to worry about me.
That's good to hear. Actually, where's Miss Cypher?
Here.
Ask, and you shall receive.
Ooh, glitching out like crazy.
Miss Cypher, are you...
Having signal issues?
Don't worry, the wind is just a bit strong here in Akuma.
Lady
Oh.
Cypher.
Jeez.
You okay?
Don't worry, there are just lots of really passionate fans today, and I'm just so happy to see Albert. Why don't you go quiet?
Well then. And of course we got the trailer.
My ancestor, Seliosi the Day Thunder Knight, raised her spear against the sky and ushered in the flame-chasing era that continues to this day.
Miss Hyacinth!
Little Ika. Let's have a break. Guide me to Rainbow Bridge. May this faint light dispel the gloom, restore the skies. Chrysos Air's flame-chase journey is nearing its end. Friends,
Oh boy.
let us soar together.
What in the hell is that? Is that our next boss?
Where did they hide that thing?
Oh, look who it is. Cypher!
Cat and mouse time! Don't fight so I can leave early.
Oh boy.
Our cute play session is over.
Oh my. Oh my, oh my.
We'll take it off.
Ooh, it's a Flame Reaver. Holy. Holy, we are pumping it up this patch.
The casters in me.
Awaken, Lady Seliosi! Witness the will of humanity!
I am
Oh, that, huh?
the blazing sun destined to rise!
I'm sorry. Did I just see people lying on the ground? Not again. Not again, Hoyoverse.
It's currently sunny already. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening.
Yes, Albert, how are
To
you?
the version 3.3, The Fall of Dawn's Rise special program. I'm Albert, your favorite announcer. Welcome three guests.
There
Why
we
don't
go.
you say
That way I'm not
hello
blocking
to
it.
everyone?
Yeah! I'm Cypher.
Hi, everyone! I'm Hyacinth, a healer from the Twilight Courtyard.
Hello, everyone. I'm Castris. It's a pleasure to be on the special program.
Welcome, welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Albert, for inviting us, and for setting up such a special broadcasting location.
It is pretty interesting. Are we in the sky right now?
This is to bring everyone first-hand intel about the Aeronova. After all, I've been personally watching the Flame Chase Journey's progress too. For example,
Interesting.
in the previous version story, we saw the Chrysos heirs recover the core flames of death and reason. And we learned through Professor Nax's experiment that the world of Amphorius is essentially in a cycle.
That's correct. The Titans of today are the Chrysos heirs of the previous cycle.
We did make a lot of progress, but we also paid a heavy price. Cassie took over Death's authority and remained in the Netherrealm to maintain the cycle of life and death, while Professor Anaxa reached the end of his journey as a living man.
A hero's journey is always accompanied by farewells. But I'm convinced their sacrifices will not be in vain. In version 3.3, the Trailblazer will set out with the Chrysos heirs on their final campaign of the Flame Chase journey. That is, the battle against the Sky Titan.
Lovely.
Speaking of Aquila, no one has ever been able to uncover their secrets, even though you can see the sky just by lifting your head and Akuma.
That's just how it is. The sky has remained untouchable throughout Amphorius' history, and anything beyond the sky is strictly taboo. Most people both respect and fear Aquila.
The histories say that Aquila is a giant bird with 100 eyes, that the sky itself is their eyelids, and that they govern the dawn and dusk of the world. They once fought against Nikodor in the Chrysos War. The Sky Cities back then were powerful states that could even stand toe-to-toe against Castrum Kremnos. As for the worlds beyond the sky, it's said that some people once made skyships to overcome Aquila's curse upon the sky, only to have their entire city-state reduced to ashes.
Okay, so we're
Compared to how
gonna
other
have some
Titans bring faith
fun
and
time
protection
this
to the
patch.
people,
Real fun.
Aquila appears particularly arrogant and seems to only demand fear from humanity.
Besides, now the sky is stopping Gray and Danny from going home.
But don't worry, the Trailblazer will be able to go home once this battle is over.
Albert,
I don't know about
let's
that.
not jinx it.
Okay.
Little suspicious.
No jinxing. But since no one has managed to reach the sky for thousands of years, that just goes to show that Aquila is the most challenging foe on the Flame Chase journey so far. Ooh, I've been too scared to even fly to Boreas.
Well, I don't even know how you got here, Albert.
Turns me into a barbecued owl with one thunderbolt.
So, is there any possible way for us to reach the sky?
Don't worry, Cassie. Just leave that to me. As a descendant of the sky, I've never forgotten how to return up there.
That's right. In version 3.3, Hyacinth will lead the heroes in carrying out a ritual and summoning a rainbow bridge to head to Aquila's abode together.
The abode where we
That's
suffer.
a descendant of the sky for you. But instead of worrying about how we'll get up there, shouldn't we worry more about what'll happen once we've ascended?
Exactly.
Ooh, fear the power of the sky.
Hey, which side are you on?
I was just trying to set the mood. After all, the Flame Chase journey has been through so much. Apart from enemies in the sky, there are also problems on the ground. The last core flame of the Flame Chase journey, the core flame of the world-bearing Titan, remains protected in Dawn Cloud by the Council of Elders and has not been returned.
Correct. Though the Council of Elders is losing their power, they do still have that trump card up their sleeves. We must be on the lookout for their counterattack.
Yes, and the Flame Reaver also appeared in the trailer we just saw. That ticking time bomb still hasn't been dealt with.
Yeah.
The Lord Mighty is now
Not gonna be
permanently
fun.
stationed in Castrum Kremnos, and I must remain in the Netherrealm. While the other Chrysos heirs must go on the campaign against Aquila.
True. There's so much we need to all do at the same time. Just how exactly can we protect Kefali's core flame?
To protect World-Bearing's core flame, maybe we can trouble a certain demigod who hasn't been a part of the team for a long time.
Help us, Miss Cypher!
Yeah. Maybe it'll become an interesting game of trickery.
Apart from the pursuit of Aranova within Amphorius, the geniuses beyond this world are also keeping a close eye on things.
Of
Madame
course.
Herta's data spirit entity successfully reached the vortex of Genesis at the end of version 3.2's main story.
And we gotta
And
know
we
where that's
learned
gonna
from her
go.
conversation with Lygus that the third path enveloping Amphorius is the destruction. As the geniuses continue their investigation, the source of Amphorius' tragedy will gradually be revealed, and the fates of Amphorius and the cosmos will also begin to tangle. As for how, that will be up to the Trailblazers to find out in the upcoming story. To make sure that everyone can smoothly pass the final challenge before reaching the Aeronova, Albert, and bringing you the latest reports on the Sky, Castrum, and Aquila.
Alrighty
Today,
then.
the Eye of Twilight has clear
Ooh,
weather.
look at that.
low
That's
humidity,
actually
and a
really
high
pretty.
UV index. Make sure you stay hydrated and cover up. This is the heart of the Sky Cities. The various intricate machines here can control the weather, and you can enjoy unique meteorological phenomena using the Celestial Mural.
But these grandiose buildings were gradually abandoned over time, and all traces of Aquila, the Sky Titan, have been lost.
Concerning.
Some claim that they are now hiding in the depths of the Eye of Twilight.
Though this place now lies empty and lifeless, we may still glean the Sky Folk's past glory and wisdom from the traces left behind by time.
What a magnificent city hiding in the sky. I bet there's lots of treasures that we've never seen on the ground.
Oh, of course, Cypher.
I also feel like this place seems very different from everywhere else in that forest. Of course, please be careful as you observe the view from above the clouds. In this splendid Sky Castrum, we'll be fighting Aquila, the sublime, radiant avatar of the sky.
The Sky Titan is the most capricious out of the 12 Titans. We really need more information about them before we begin the campaign.
Are we going to
That's
get that
right.
information?
In the first phase of the battle,
Holy.
the weather will be clear. Clear weather will have a starting temperature that can deal damage to allies. Aquila will increase environmental temperature over time, and their damage against allies will also increase as the temperature climbs.
Allies
So
will
this is gonna be
also
another
able to
hard,
deal more
Amphorius
damage
boss,
to
it
Aquila
appears.
when the temperature rises. But it's better to attack as many enemy targets as possible to reduce environmental temperature and reduce incoming damage.
You'll get a heat stroke if it gets too hot, so make sure everything stays cool.
God, I love Cypher's voice.
That's right. And in the second phase of the battle, we will meet lightning and thunder. Storm clouds will descend together with sharp gales. During this phase, the environment will accumulate thundercloud stacks, and Aquila will deal damage to allies based on the number of thundercloud stacks.
A sunny
Lovely.
day turned into stormy weather in the blink of an eye.
When allies attack Aquila in the second phase of the battle, they can seize thundercloud stacks. And Aquila will damage themselves based on the thundercloud stacks seized by allies. After allies have seized all thundercloud stacks, the Titan will become weakness broken.
But
only then, huh?
In the
Okay.
third phase of the battle, the weather will get even worse, and Aquila will deal a set amount of damage to allies.
Oh,
Don't
Am I gonna have
panic,
to set this
everyone.
boss to
I'll
casual
provide
mode again?
Off-field assistance
Rip
to the
me.
team during the third phase.
As the most reliable healer in Akuma, having Miss Hyacinth around means we've got even more protection.
not bad, little girl. You've got the intel, and you've got the moves.
Echo of War, Glance of Twilight will also become available in version 3.3.
All right.
Trailblazers can obtain the character Cypher's advanced trace level up
Oh, of
material.
course, Cypher's
Day Thunder
material comes from
Animesis,
that.
After completing the challenge.
Of
Here's
course.
a kind reminder that the character Hyacinth's advanced trace level up material is Lost Echo of Shared Wish. Make sure you're not farming the wrong item, Trailblazers.
Sure.
That brings an end to our introduction to the stories about the sky. We'll be back in a bit, so don't go anywhere.
Alrighty then. And of course, unfortunately, I was late, so this code is already expired. How unfortunate. But I do love that it's not just a static image. Look at this. Look at this little animation. This is cute. Now, what is that thing? That's the real question. All right, we're back. You know, she's very cute as a character, but, you know, she reminds me, granted, I haven't actually played the game, but I did watch some of the trailers. She reminds me so much of, like, Barbara from Genshin. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the design. It's cute, but, eh.
Oh, even our studio feels all warm and fluffy now after seeing how cute and lovely Miss Hyacinth is.
Exactly, cute.
It's
But I
my
don't know
day
if I
to
wanna pull
rejuvenate
for her.
everyone. I'm the head healer of the Twilight Courtyard.
Watch her
and
be
I've
like
always
the
been
best
responsible for the
healer in the
Flame Chaser's
game.
health and wellness.
She's also great at taking care of the chimeras. The chimeras work hard thanks to her. That's how you grow a business, you know?
I was very surprised at first by Miss Hyacinth's warmth and healing. It's a far cry from the impression I got of the descendants of the sky from the history books.
Oh, and what do the history books say?
Nothing good,
They
probably.
are usually tall and ferocious, and brave and warlike.
Or they have the authority to control the weather. Some legends even claim that the sky folk have wings. Albert, I know you have wings, but this is local Amphorius history we're talking about here.
Fine.
Well, even back when Lady Treby was spreading the prophecy, a skyfolk with a spear in hand had already issued a challenge to Aquila. My ancestor was also the first mortal to slay a god.
Jeez.
Many brave warriors who participated in the Kremnos festival are also counted among that heroine's descendants.
That just makes me more curious, Miss Hyacinth. With so many strong and brave fighters in your family tree, why did you choose to become a healer?
Because my wish is to add a footnote for ordinary people on the heroic epics blank page, and to heal every vulnerable person to the best of my ability. Though the duty of the flame chase is heavy and profound, I wish my friends wouldn't be so troubled all the time. That's why I try to keep everyone as cheerful as possible.
That's
Aw.
right. I remember that Hyacinth definitely reduced the tension in that conversation the first time the Trailblazer met her.
Hey, she told Grey Mystery that they have sharp eyes.
Grey
and
Mystery,
said they'd
huh?
make good members of the Twilight Courtyard. Anyone would be happy to hear that.
What can I say? Having a friend who always looks after your emotional well-being is pure bliss indeed.
Miss Hyacinth has lots of cute birds in the Twilight Courtyard, too, and she loves taking pictures of them. You'd get along with her very well, Mr. Albert.
Wait, seriously?
Yep, that's right. Here, Mr. Albert, let me take some photos of you.
Ha! Woo-hoo! Why are they all out of focus? Anyways, why don't we look at how Miss Hyacinth performs in battle?
All right, let's see.
I'm a wind character following the path of remembrance, and
Okay.
I'm skilled at protecting my teammates in battle. After using my ultimate, I can restore HP for all allies and increase their max HP.
Oh boy.
Increase max HP for everyone in the team.
That's right. Both my ultimate and my skill can restore HP for all allies, as well as summon my good helper, Little Ika.
It looks so chubby.
Increase HP
like
is kind of a
cute
big thing.
plushie.
Oh boy.
Hugging it must feel very nice.
Not only is Little Ika very huggable, but they're also a great help in battle. Whenever a teammate's HP decreases during battle, Little Ika will consume their own HP to automatically restore HP for the teammate.
In other words, Little Ika will automatically heal teammates both when they get hit and when they actively consume their own HP.
That's right.
It's gonna feel pretty safe with both Hyacinth and Little Ika healing us.
Oh boy.
Apart from healing teammates, Little
Oh,
Ika
boy.
can also attack enemies.
Oh, of
the more
course.
healing Little Ika and I provide, the more damage Little Ika deals to
Oh,
enemies.
of course.
Feels like even the battlefield becomes bathed in Miss Hyacinth's light of dawn, and my mood is lifted as well. Like a clear sky after rain.
Gentleness is a strength on its own. This colorful rainbow bridge and the floating bubbles are all symbols of thriving life.
After all, healing isn't all about the body. Revitalizing the spirit is very important too.
All right, after Miss Hyacinth, let's introduce the next character coming in version 3.3, Cypher.
All right, Cypher, are you gonna be good?
Hey, stop! We're not done yet!
Boss Cypher told me there were treasures in that big studio. But there's nothing here. Still, thieves never return empty-handed. So give it to me.
Hey! You Bandit! Give me my clothes
Hey, yo!
Apologies. Let us
Oh,
continue.
poor Albert.
Like Glai and Triby, Cypher is also a Christos heir who joined the Flame Chase journey at the very beginning. She has had the divine authority of trickery for many long years. But unlike the other heirs, Cypher's movements have always been elusive, and no one can pinpoint her whereabouts. She is almost never an Akama, but there always seem to be stories about her in the city.
Can't help it. I can't live in a place where the seamstress has got everything under surveillance.
Albert's right. We've been in Akama for so long, and yet we've hardly seen Miss Cypher at all.
I wonder what she's up to all day.
I have a hot scoop from an anonymous gray-haired source that says Cypher has been colluding with the spirit thief.
Hey! It's not colluding. Bartolos and I just have, similar interests. We're good partners when it comes to going on adventures and hunting for treasures.
Yeah,
Stealing more
that
things from Albert, I
spirit thief
see.
was so impressed by Cypher's charisma that they voluntarily became Cypher's sidekick.
Impressed by her charisma? Or by the promise of riches?
But seriously though, if someone could make me rich, ooh, then they'd be the most charismatic person on earth.
Here, you can have it back. I had a look at your working conditions, and it's not in line with our principles. Oh, tut-tut, what a poor bird. Poor bird. Take this as well. Go treat yourself.
We're just bullying poor Albert.
After work.
Thank you. But why do I not feel happy about this? Though they are all demigods, Cypher is different from Glai and Triby. She didn't seem to be all that interested in the Flame Chase journey or the Aranova. It's more accurate to say that she prefers a carefree and unrestrained life.
That's true. It was only thanks to Lady Aglaya's generous payment that Cypher was willing to come send the Trailblazer and me to Styxia.
Her free-spirited and independent personality has given Aglaya quite the headache. The fact that the demigod of trickery is unwilling to fulfill her duties has become Aglaya's most vexing concern.
Oh, come on. How do you expect me to do a desk job? There's no way a cat could fulfill the duties of a god. It's not the cat's problem, though. Cats are always right.
I see.
Cats
are
are
always
always
right.
right.
Cats are always... Wait, why did we all start defending Miss Cypher?
Isn't that the wonderful part about being the demigod of trickery?
The authority of trickery? Maybe that's how Cypher got Aglaya to value her so much. The cat pulled a little trick, and Aglaya was absolutely powerless to stop her.
You want to know my trade secrets that much? Then you gotta pay up, you know?
Please stop on my wallet. Well, as to how Cypher caught Aglaya's eye and was invited to join the Flame Chase journey, that'll be for the Trailblazers to find out in version 3.3. For now, let's see how this cat fights in battle.
Yes, is Cypher gonna be worth
Let's get
a
on
poll?
with it,
Let's
then.
see.
I'm a quantum character following the path of nihility.
Oh boy.
While in battle, I prioritize inflicting the enemy with the highest max HP on the field, with a special state. When allies attack the enemy in that special state, I record the damage allies dealt to the enemy, and perform follow-up attacks on that enemy.
So is she gonna be a good
Are
pull
you
for an
saving up for
Acheron
something
team?
astronomical?
Bingo!
Makes you wonder.
When I use my ultimate, I will additionally deal true damage to the enemy, based on the damage value I've recorded.
Whoa, does that mean when allies have dealt damage to the enemy, the higher the total damage is, the more additional true damage
Well,
Miss Cypher will
they have
deal?
her with
That's
Acheron
called
in a
borrowing
team.
other people's strength.
But a cat
boy.
always has even better plans
might
up her
have to
sleeve in a
pull.
fight. When using my skill or ultimate, I can change which target is in the special state. The recorded damage value will be retained when the target is changed. In other words, if there are multiple enemies on the field.
Cypher can place her mark and do nothing as her teammates go all out on the attack. Then she can use her ultimate on the enemies on the field for a gazillion damage.
You know your stuff, Albert.
You're too kind.
I saw Miss Cypher using a huge magnet to pull the enemies in during the fight. Where did that come from?
That's my hometown's invention. The homemade pulleroo. That pulleroo is my favorite. It can pull away anything I want to get my paws on, even gold.
So true. Look at how much stuff is getting pulled out of the enemy. There's so much gold.
Cats are good, and the enemies of cats are evil. Look at about anyway, so why not give their treasures to the cat?
There's no need for me to go easy on enemies. I'll take all their sparkling jewels and jingling coins. After using my technique, my movement speed will increase.
What is that technique
and I will
name?
not be detected by enemies. Allies might even get some extra goods when I get close to an enemy.
So that's what you mean by thieves never return empty-handed.
Now that we've finished introducing Cypher, let's have a look at this version's banner.
Perfect. So
And
there
version
should be more time to
3.3's
save them.
First half will prevent. Trailblazers can acquire the limited 5-star character Hyacinth. The limited 5-star light cone, Long May Rainbows Adorn the Sky, will also have a boosted drop rate. In the first half, the limited 5-star character, the Herda, is returning.
I didn't
and
get
at the
the
same
Herda.
time, the limited
And I kinda
5-star light
wanted to
cone,
add her.
Into the Unreachable Veil. Will
She's
become
rerunning
available
so
once
soon?
again. And version 3.3's second half will prevent. Trailblazers can acquire the limited 5-star character Cypher. The limited 5-star light cone, Lies Dance on the Breeze, will also have a boosted drop rate.
Okay.
In the second half, the limited 5-star character Aglaia is returning, and at the same time, the limited 5-star light cone, Time Woven into Gold, will become available once again.
Jeez, so 2 characters, the Herda and Cypher, that
Time
are
for a short
very
break.
appealing to
The
try and
program will
add
resume
to
in just a few
the
moments.
account. Oh boy. Oh, it's another one of the cute animations. What the fuck? That Albert makes me uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. All right then.
Welcome back. This is version 3.3 special program.
Albert, you good?
What happened to you during that break, Mr. Albert?
I'm okay. I just went on a walk in the forest and crashed into something.
You crashed into a tree?
Someone told me Mr. Albert crashed into a flying amphora.
What a jarring victory.
All right. Enough of this. Let's get back to the program. Penacony's Speed Cup Spheroid Racing
We got
Tournament
a
is now
Penacony
open
event.
for registration. The mightiest drivers are about to gather and fight for supreme glory together. During the event, the Trailblazer will drive a spheroid race car and participate in a racing competition.
Interesting.
Different race cars have different characteristics and abilities. First, let me introduce you to this super cool looking Sea Hunter Shark with a God-tier engine and supreme horsepower.
it's oh my
the
gosh,
favorite of
it's basically
old-fashioned
Mario Kart.
racers, guaranteed to terrify your opponents.
The racetrack is
We
different
got Mario
for each
Kart and
race.
Honkai Star Rail
There
before
will be
GTA
acceleration
6.
bands, deceleration bands, and different kinds of obstacles. You've got to be able to deal with these surprises if you want to become the champion.
Hey, wait, there's a car coming up. Ooh, the opponent's putting on the pressure. Ooh, but I see Hunter Shark skillfully uses rockets to disrupt the opponent and employs the acceleration bands to overtake them on a turn.
That's awesome. But the spheroids don't move forward by rolling?
It's not like roll the hamster ball night. We can't have the driver doing somersaults in there. Anyways, as the competition progresses, we'll unlock more race cars and enjoy different racing experiences.
Like what? Show us.
No problem. Let's look at the Lucky Car 13 Orphans. It's said that whoever drives this car will be blessed by the god of games, be forever safe, and win every tile game.
I see.
And there's this one with an absolutely stunning name. The Herdador.
All these cars look...
Well, there are die-hard fans everywhere. But I'm sure these celebrities won't mind having their likenesses printed on cars. Besides, the Trailblazer will
They're
encounter
kind
some
of
old
poking
friends
some
in
fun
this
at
competition.
Itasha.
Apart from the owner of these cars, I heard a certain hacker helped the Trailblazer register for this competition. Then I wish all the drivers good luck in this competition. Let us now turn to the other version events.
All
In
right,
version
what else do we got?
3.3, the game Legend of
Ooh,
the
the
Galactic
raccoon-
Baseballer
the
Demon
raccoon
King,
comes back.
played by Giovanni, will have its official release. Giovanni's investments is still paying off, and that's all thanks to the valuable suggestions the Trailblazer gave in the previous beta test. The official release of Legend of the Galactic Baseballer will retain the lore and setting of a little raccoon looking for a baseball bat.
In every battle wave, the baseballer must defeat as many enemies as possible, gain experience, and try to increase their team level. After you've raised your team level, you get one chance to select a weapon or accessory. And you can raise your combat power by combining different weapons and accessories sensibly. After achieving max level with a weapon, and if in possession of its resonant accessory, it can ascend into a legendary weapon.
On top of that, there's one legendary weapon among the ones available this time that can be ascended further into an esteemed weapon. There are also combos between normal weapons that can become powerful twin weapons.
Lots of cool new stuff.
This is the official release after all. Lots of new content has been added since the beta version. Also, the baseballer may encounter the Demon King's minions during battle. Defeat 'em
okay then.
for a chance to open chests and increase your combat power. After completing all the trials of one planet, the baseballer will receive one ultimate bat fragment.
I see.
In the final battle, the baseballer will need to use the reforged ultimate bat to fight the ultimate enemy, the Black Cloak Demon King. Mr. Giovanni has great
Looks like a
hope
Flame
that
Reaver
the
to me,
official
but
release of the
we'll
Legend
call
of
him
the
that, I
Galactic
guess.
Baseballer will bring the Trailblazer Supreme.
Adrenaline!
In version 3.3, Divergent Universe Protean Hero will also have an update, and the remaining 6
I'm
golden
so behind on both
Bloodstones will be
Divergent and
released.
Simulated
New
Universe,
buff
not gonna lie.
system. What's the trick this time?
In the 6
I don't think
goals
I've
that
played
come
those
with the
game modes
Divergent
in
Universe Protean
months.
Hero update,
Literally.
the duration of one full day can be reduced, making day and night switch more frequently. This means that more Golden Blood Spoon effects will be triggered as day and night switch over.
Oh, so you're saying we should take advantage of how often day and night switch and reap the buffs to deal more damage.
Indeed.
So out of the 6 new schools, what will you choose, Mr. Albert, as an expert of the Divergent Universe?
This is a bit difficult. I'll pick Throne of Worlds to have a go first. I believe that when day and night switch over, Throne of Worlds will allow my allies to deal more damage.
I
Day and
see.
night do switch very frequently here, so the team will have more chances to deal damage.
Relying on the field effect is pretty interesting.
There are more interesting things where that came from. For example, the chemical arts of the Bow of Rift can turn discarded and destroyed curios into cosmic fragments.
All right, then.
Sounds like there will be new dimensions to consider in the future when it comes to strategizing.
You see, the Divergent Universe's strategy system also includes a new function to share strategy codes. Trailblazers can use a strategy code to directly import a strategy in
That
the
certainly is a
game.
code.
Now it will be even easier to find a specific strategy.
True. Okay, now let's take a short break. The show will resume when we're back.
All right, what cute animation do we get this time? Oh, for shame. 2 out of 3 ain't bad, but now I'm sad. I wanted another cute, stupid, silly animation.
Welcome back.
I know what's up next. It's gonna be that good old friend.
Of
Gift
course,
of
let's go.
Odyssey.
Indeed, behold and rejoice.
Well, of course, they gotta give you free 10 pull when they're
Planar
giving you
Fisher and
2
Garden of
5
Plenty
stars
events will also
every
return
single
this
section.
version. Completing them will earn you
Sometimes
double
up to
rewards.
4.
We
like,
also have some new materials to introduce to everyone.
Because of
Stagnant
course we
Shadow
do.
Shape of Deep Sheaf will come online. And you can obtain the Ascension material, Invasive Clot, for physical characters upon completing the challenge. Cavern of Corrosion, Path of Thunder Surge will also open soon. Complete its challenge to obtain the 2 relic sets, Warrior Goddess of Sun and Thunder, and Wave Strider Captain.
In terms of system optimization,
Ooh, what are we
the
optimizing?
relic storage limit will be increased to 3,000 in version 3.3.
Well, that's certainly
To a
good.
bigger backpack. Now I can hoard more treasures and relics in
I don't
there.
think I
The
even
red
have near
notification
close
reminder
to
in the game will
3,000.
also be optimized. The repeated red notification dots that Trailblazers see when switching devices will be significantly reduced,
Oh,
and the
thank-
logic behind some
thank
counterintuitive
so
notifications
good.
will also be optimized.
Playing on PC and then occasionally
All
doing
right,
daily stuff on
that
your
brings
phone,
us to the end
and
of
all
the
those red
version
dots pop up.
3.3 special
It's
program.
annoying, not gonna lie.
It's time to call it a day. We'll see everyone next time.
Bye-bye.
All right, not too bad. Not too crazy of an update. All right. I will take it. I will take it indeed. I'm obviously much more excited for the story than I am anything else. That has been all for watching the Honkai Star Rail version 3.3 special program. I want to thank you for checking it out with me. If you enjoyed checking it out with me, you can leave a like, comment, or subscribe. Any little bit helps. And if you want to join me, I streamed this live on my YouTube channel. Same YouTube channel that you're watching this little snippet of. So, yeah, if you liked it, come join us live pretty much near the end of the day, most days. Hoping to get a set schedule pretty soon. But for now, thank you for watching, and I hope you'll join us again. Bye-bye.